UPR Products. We're with Emily. You guys probably talked to her on the phone when you call in. She's got a badass 2020 Mustang GT. I'm gonna let her tell you about it. It's the fastest car in UPR right now.
He just went 989 at 143 at the track in Orlando. So it's really fun. I drive it to get my nails done almost every day. I drive it to work a lot. It's a fun little car.
That's it, man. I see her driving this car all the time. She goes to a whole bunch of events with it. Real legit street car, vortech blown Coyote, and it's got one of our UPR breather tanks on it. This breather tank has become really popular with the supercharger crowd. It's part number 5029221 because this is a black one, or 220 for a silver one. Today we're going to show you how to maintain it and clean it. So eventually, since you're basically evacuating crankcase pressure and fumes into this tank, this is going to come out through this filter. This filter is going to get dirty eventually. You're going to need to clean it. It's really easy to do, and we're going to show you how that's done. First thing is just take the knob and undo it. The quick release knob makes this so you can do this with no tools. And then you have your plug and play fittings. So the gray buttons on the fittings, you don't pry these out. You don't use pliers or a pick. You just press them and slide them off. Now, Emily, this car is on E85?
Correct.
Okay. So with E85, a lot of times you'll have a pretty milky setup in here, but she drives the car a lot, so it's going to be a little bit of a mix. So we've got oil, water, all this stuff here. You want to clean this out once in a while. And this also is you're going to clean out the top of the catch can, and we're going to clean out the filter.
You want me to hold something?
If you don't mind holding that.
Sure.
Okay. So we're going to do this in a tub that we're going to dump this into our drain bucket later.
Cool.
Yeah, E85 makes this milky junk, and this is condensation, fuel, oil, all the stuff that's in your crankcase is getting vented into this can. If this isn't cleaned and dumped out periodically, it's going to start blowing out the filter and making a mess everywhere. So before it does that, you want to clean it. Now we're using just a regular old, not a brand name dishwashing liquid. I like the spray type because you can kind of spray it in there and let it get to work. We don't recommend solvents, brake clean, anything like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The reason we recommend solvents or brake clean is going to attack the surface, and this nice anodized finish is not going to look as good after you clean it with solvents. The breather tank filter unscrews, and you don't want to pry this out either, or use or over tighten it really. So this filter is actually pretty clean. There's also a baffle inside, and we're going to spray down in there as well. And the entire surface can be cleaned with the spray. All right, the filters can also be cleaned by spraying them out. Kind of like a K&N filter. If you're familiar with those, you just kind of spray and let them kind of set. Now, Emily, I'm going to have you step back a little bit because I'm going to start using the spray. I don't want to get you all wet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just kind of get that stuff cleaned up. I'm going to take a little bath here. Once you have everything sprayed out, we're gonna go ahead and get a rag, and we'll come back in a few minutes and show you how this is all wiped off and clean and ready to go. So I went ahead and cleaned everything out for Emily, and you were really surprised to see how much was in there.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be that full.
Absolutely. So on the 85, you're going to see that watery mix. That orange stuff is mostly oil.
Okay.
If it's just a gasoline car, you probably won't see that much in there. But once you get everything cleaned out, you're going to put a little bit of oil on the O-ring, inspect the O-ring, make sure the O-ring's in good shape. Go ahead and screw that back on. And then, you know, the mount is just so easy to put back together. Catch can fittings, just click on. Nice satisfying click, as Doug would say. We're gonna go ahead and put this back on the bracket. Then Emily, if you don't mind, that filter right there, you're just gonna screw that back into the top.
Okay.
And position it the way you like it there. And then this guy is done. So the 5029, 220, and 221 breather tank, again, it's been really popular. This is how you clean it. You want to make sure you check it and maintain that, because if it gets over full, that's when you're going to see a mess under your engine compartment. You want to avoid that, especially on a nice, legit 9-second street car like Emily's. Get yours at uprproducts.com or any UPR Products dealer. If you have any tech questions, call me or Emily. We'll be happy to help you out.